Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 27th through to the 2nd of April. Yeah, thank you for finding this this reading because YouTube are not really helping us. They're sort of shadow banning us, so you're amazing that you've found it. Let's just jump right in there and see what's going on with your sort of chakras and find out. Let's see what's going on with your root chakra here in Sagittarius. Yeah, you really want to get on. It's your root chakra is feeding the rest, so it's pushing the energy up through you. It could be a case that you're very much within your head at the moment. Let's just have a look at your sacrum. Nicely open and concentrating on your fundamental desires, basically. See if there's anything in there. Where we got, see what's going on with that. Yeah, don't forget your fun here, Sagittarius. Really don't forget your fun. You're in risk of going out of balance in your sacrum between your work and play ethic. So I wouldn't ignore your relationships. That's what I'm getting here. That, you know, sort of, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll put it off till tomorrow and stuff like that. No. I wouldn't if I was you. Basically, I'd bring that into a bit of a balance there, and it'll help you to realize how important your relationships are and how unimportant other relationships are. And basically, I would confront them and deal with it if I was you. But it mainly looks like you're concentrating on your material side, like most of us. If we don't want to we don't want to look at our relationships that are within us, we tend to sort of bury ourselves within our work and stuff like that. So, you know, I would just be a little bit wary of that. Let's just see what's going on in your solar plexus. It's open. You might find at the moment that that you're lacking in sort of passion, conviction, confidence, that sort of thing. It's also a fact that, you know, it's kind of going, yeah, it'd be all right. It's just, it seems to be an acceptance in a way in certain degrees. And I'd be a bit wary of that if I was you. You know, you've got that potential that's building up at the base. It's not within the surface. It really is at the base of you. And maybe this is a case of just sort of switching off and just turning around to your material world, to your job, your business and your projects and stuff like that, and just burying yourself in that at the moment. But all work and no play, as they say. Let's just have a look what's going on in your heart chakra. Well, okay, you know where you want to go, but you're not going there. Sagittarius, you know where you want to go, you know where you want to be, you're not really going there. You are concentrating on the people that are around you, making sure that everyone's all right and everything like that. I'm not necessarily thinking that's a good idea, or you're socializing, networking, but not majorly socializing. It's or majorly networking in a way. It's just sort of saying, if I concentrate on other people, I don't have to concentrate on myself. I would start concentrating a little bit on yourself if I was you here, Sagittarius. And I've been noticing this over the past few weeks. This has been gradually building up into you. And there seems like we'll see this in the tarot, but seems like there's something that needs to happen here. Let's just see what's going on in your third eye and your throat chakra. Well, there you go. Your third eye is much bigger than your throat chakra. Now, that throat chakra and third eye are the same chakras, but you've got a lot of mental stuff, a lot of calculations going on within your life at the moment. It seems like you're calculating a lot. So I would be just a little bit wary of that side of things. Don't forget to take time out, do a bit of meditation. Also enjoy your life. You know, go out for that walk with that friend or the family, or just getting yourself connected to nature and the realization that, yeah, you know, the world turns. Another day is tomorrow, and we can do better tomorrow than we did today, and etc. But at the same time, if you're having chords that are being struck within you, I would listen to them and act upon them. If I was you, Sagittarius. Okay, let's just see what's going on your crown chakra. That's really wide. You're almost as if you've got too many possibilities. And that's swamping you in a way. It's making you feel sort of overloaded, laden, as it were. Yeah, I think there's needs to be a bit of a reboot at some point this week within yourself. You know, pull these energies sort of into line, and I would use your fundamental, your foundation. This is what I said about your root chakra. It's actually the nicest chakra out of the whole lot, and we're talking about fundamental things here in life, and apparently they need to be addressed. They need to be they need to be addressed, basically. Let's see what's going on your aura. Oh, there's end of the week is going to be incredibly mechanical. And it's like sort of kind of going, okay, I've got to do this, then this, then this, then this. And in order to get to where I want to be. And this mechanical aspect of your aura is going to force you, I think, into assessing your situations that are around you, basically. Because this mechanic here is going to drive you on to opening up to a lot of other things. Let's just see where the energy's feeding your energies. How your aura's, feeding what part of the... okay, so it's coming into your throat chakra. So maybe communication needs to be done. At some point, you're going to have to open communication. Even if it's a sort of... excuse me. Even if it's sort of mechanical, really. You know, sorting stuff out. In order to sort things out, you really need to sort of talk about it, mechanically talk about it. Right, let's go on to your tarot reading. Let's just see what's going on there. Thank you very much for being here, subscribing and all of that sort of malarkey. It really does help us out and very much appreciated. Okay, so you've got things that are the overall energy here is, look at that. Let me just move these cards out of the way. 5 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Now, there's several ways in which you can read this. First things first, you can almost sort of say, you know, there may be conflict within your community, between your friends, between you and your friends, between you and your family. It's that sort of thing. That's a possible. That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is being your best person, rising to the challenge, and reconnecting with everybody. That's another way of doing it, and I think that's could be a good way. And it's also with the 5 of Wands is a learning curve, card. There is one person there who's got that wand and holding that wand up. And that is like the King of Wands. It's almost like finding your path out of the conflict. And this could be internal conflict as well. It could be internal conflict of how you sit with other people that are around you. And if that's the case, then yeah, I think you really need to address the situation, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with your karmic message for your relationship side. Yeah, it's starting of a new cycle. The world gives us everything. There's nothing that comes from outside this planet. Everything we have comes from this planet. Your body included, your house, your car, everything. We own absolutely nothing. And all of that is going to go back to the earth at some given time. And this is a new cycle that's sort of coming up with you. It's almost like a realization, and it could be like, you being overwhelmed. As I was looking on your aura earlier on, we're talking about mechanical sort of stuff. It could be like a series of realizations that just wake you up, Sagittarius, to what the situation is really around you. High Priestess. High Priestess is, this is what the universe, this is on your relationship side. So the universe is trying to give you that clarity of vision according to your relationships. And this is what I was talking about here. The universe is trying to sort of, you know, when it becomes obvious, when you know, when it strikes a chord with you, and this is what this card is saying here. It's striking a chord with you to say, now is the time to progress and move on, basically. Now is the time to sort of, to do. Yeah, to do. How are your guides influencing you? This karmic message. It's the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is an offering of oneness. It's also, you know, on this card here, you've got that dove. It's almost as if like the, you know, like almost like the energy, as it were. Holy Spirit energy is obviously symbolized by usually by doves, or sort of even sort of white horses and etc. And your cup is overflowing. It's a case of either you have this overflowing desire within you, or your guides are trying to create this overflowing desire from the world around you, and they're trying to strike that chord so you can actually head towards that that oneness with your emotions, basically. And I think it does come in from the outside. I do think it comes in from your guides, basically. This is the conversation that is going on within you. We've got the Three of Wands, the Harbour Master, having boats coming in, going out, everything like that. It's standing on the edge of the, you know, this person's got as far as they can go, you know, and before they're in front of their feet is the sea, and you know, they're going to have to take a little bit of a leap of faith and you know, head out into the open sea, basically, to new lands and new pastures, because there is new land on the opposite that this person here is facing out to. The funny thing is he's also holding on to one wand, and this one wand is going to you know, is going to give you that sort of passionate direction. And I think if you hold off, it's going to be forced upon you by the end of the week. So this conversation that is within you, according to your relationships, is, you know, is encouraging you to step forward and step on and realize the comings and goings in your life, that you're not actively involved in it, and don't let life pass you by, basically, Sagittarius. Don't let life pass you by. Get involved, get stuck in. Let's just see what's going on in your financial sort of side. Yeah, Two of Cups. As I said, I think you're burying yourself into that. I think you enjoy your work, whatever work you do. And it could be just your projects. You seem to be enjoying it. You seem to, this is what you want to do. But, you know, yeah, and I do believe you enjoy, you know, the job that you're doing, and the passion it gives you. But at the same time, you may end up, you know, the life may come and sort of bite you on the backside if you don't, you know, you can't just bury yourself into one side. And I think this internal conflict needs to be resolved. Yeah, as I said, it's the Hermit. Everybody's been getting the Hermit. Now, the thing is with the Hermit as well is that in that lantern is the star. And that star is that sort of idea of that dreams and aspirations. Wishing on a star, that sort of thing. Oh, it's too early in the morning for me to sing, really. Yeah, you've got that sort of dreams and aspirations, and it is, you know, the universe is sort of saying concentrate on that and use that as your guide to go forward. But it's also a dark night of the soul. It's also, the Hermit is obviously a solitary sort of character. So you just seem to be heading off into your workspace in a very solitary sort of sense. Yeah, I think it's time to open up, Sagittarius. It really is time to open up to what is going on around you. Let's just see what's happening here. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of assurances within the universe here. These are your guides and what they're trying to bring in the way of coincidences into your life. There is a lot of assurances, and there's a lot of she sat at the base, you know, at the trunk of, or the foot of the tree of knowledge. And she's got that understanding of her righteous place, her karmic path. That's what she does understand that, and she's got that complete and utter control over her situation. She's also, you know, she's very well protected as well because she's doing that. And this is what you may get a sense of protection in your life and certain normality by burying yourself into your work. But I'm not sure if you're not going to address that eternal conflict within you, or the conflict that you may have in the outside world around you, then yeah, I think that's going to get eroded away. That sort of thing, that sort of understanding and that sort of protection, because you've got to change, you've got to evolve in life. Okay, so we've got this, we've got the Four of Wands, which everybody's been getting as well. And this has to do with the outside world. What a mess we're living in. I did that Tuesday reading as well. What was happening on Tuesday. There was loads of stuff that happened this week. If you've realised, you're going to be into a different type of logic in your life now. And in that different type of logic, you should really be looking to sort of move on, basically. Onto brighter shores. Yeah, but it's going through that portal, and this is what's encouraging you. It's almost as if, like, I'll arrange all this internal conflict, and I'll stop procrastinating on my relationship side, because everything's pushing this way, and this is what's going to cause those realizations, or those mechanical things that are coming through by the end of the week, is being pushed through by your guides, by the universe, by your karma. And it's almost as if sort of like kind of saying, if I can just get through this, then I can deal with that. And maybe you can't get through that because you've got to deal with that. That's a, you know, that's a real possibility. What's the overall outcome of all of this? Queen of Wands. Yeah, I've got faith in you, Sagittarius. I know quite a few Sagittarians. And, you know, when you get that bee in your bonnet and when you get rocking and rolling, you really do get rocking and rolling. And the Queen of Wands is all about that. It's all about the here and now. It's concentrating. It's also bringing attention to something. It's exploring things in depth. It's also understanding your magical place in the world. You know, she's got that wand as well. She's holding on to that wand, that singular path that they should be going through. The funny thing is that she's holding on to that wand, and she's dressed in yellow as much as this person here that I was saying earlier on is dressed in yellow. And you can find that path, Sagittarius, and I think you know it, actually. You've just got to sort of go ahead and deal with it. And you will then change these cards in a way where you'll be the best example of who you can be. And when you do that, all of a sudden there is a new cycle coming up for you that you should be embracing within your relationship side. And I wonder if that card there, if you do embrace, let's just see what would come out with that Three of Wands. That could really change the reading totally. So the Hangman, to see things completely differently. You know, see things completely differently. Oof. That is that Tower moment. I do believe you need to sort some things out. But then after that, your star, and which is coming from the Hermit as well here. And the Tower moment doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, really. It just might mean a case of things need to change. Things that you thought were stable and consistent in your life before need to be reassessed and redone, basically. Let's just see what's going on. I think it'd be good to see what happens with the Hermit as well. I think that's really important there, because that tied into that there. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got huge potential on this side, and that potential within your material world will bring you on. It's going to need courage in order to make those decisions in life. And when you make those decisions and reduce those sort of doubts within you, you're going to get the Queen of Cups. How many queens have we got out here? Have we got every single queen out? Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. We're only missing the Queen of Swords, basically. So yeah, this Hermit thing is following that sort of guided star, and you know, and you can then spread the love. Yeah, if you do. So I do understand that idea of maybe getting your financial sort of side done so you can get that done. If you do need to sort out stuff within your relationships that are around you, that's definitely love that's coming in, that's being offered from the universe. And I would explore it if I was you, Sagittarius. There you go. Thank you very much for being here with us, subscribing, clicking that bell and all notifications and what have you. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.